Hi everyone, welcome back, Family Beatdown Fantasy Football League Update Show. It's week 5. We're fast approaching the midway point. Keep in mind our regular season only goes over the first 13 weeks, and here we are entering week 5. So now's the time to make your runs or defend your leads, as the case may be. Getting right to our Notre Dame USC update. What a week for the Trojans. After a humiliating 62-41 defeat at Arizona State on Saturday night, Athletic Director Pat Hayden made the move to fire Lane Kiffin. Wasn't surprised, was a little surprised on the timing, but wasn't surprised at the outcome. They had lost 7 of the last 11, and you just don't do that at a program like SC and live to talk about it. So Lane Kiffin's given his walking papers. Longtime assistant Ed Orgeron is the interim. Rumors are flying around. This is a big time position. Names like Jack Del Rio and Steve Sarkisian, who's the head coach up at University of Washington, all of them with ties back to USC in one form or another, either players or previous coaches. So a lot of speculation over who's going to get that role. Trojans are on bye this week, so it gives the new coaching staff the opportunity to kind of get things assimilated and get the team back organized, and then they take off against Arizona in 2 weeks. On the Notre Dame side, Notre Dame also lost, but a little bit different expectations. I mean, they were playing Oklahoma. Oklahoma's the number 14 team. Oklahoma won the game. Notre Dame was very competitive, at least later on in the game. Tommy Rees started off with 2 interceptions, one for a pick six in the first minute 20. So he got off to a rip-roaring start. But at any rate, Notre Dame dropped. Notre Dame's out of the top 25 for the first time this year. So not good for the Irish. They take on that very same Arizona State team that hung up 62 against USC. So we got a common opponent coming out this weekend in Arizona State. So all eyes will be on the Arizona State Notre Dame game. NFL bye weeks. There's 4 teams sitting on the sidelines this week: Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Washington Redskins. Let's get to the week that was. Rebecca with the big win of the week, 214-80 over Decepticons. Now, Decepticons, I've been in touch with Jed over Facebook. The boy's starting up a new business down in Florida. It's totally swamped, but and that's his excuse. So anyway, Jed's kind of phoning it in. He had Aaron Rodgers on bye week. Fred Davis was questionable. He scored nothing. So, just a real mess for the Decepticons. But let's not rain on Rebecca's parade. Rebecca got 61 out of Peyton. Des Bryant with 20. Victor Cruz with 27. Arian Foster with 28. 31.9 out of Tony Gonzalez, who almost hung it up this year. Rebecca gets the second highest single game point total in the history of our league. That the top point total, if you go back and look at the Yahoo record book in here, the top point total is none other than MudDawgs, who scored, I think it was in 2012 or 2011, put up 234 points. Let's take a look. In our other game of the week, Alex continues his reign of terror, as Alex goes off 4-0, leaving MudDawgs at 0-4 with all kinds of questions. But Alex was powered by, didn't get a lot out of Phillip Rivers, but he got a ton out of Jimmy Graham. Is that his name? Graham from New Orleans, who got 30 points as Drew Brees finally got back on the winning streak. So Alex off to a 4-0 start. Rick off to 0-4. Smell This lost to come on, internets, Blood, Sweat, and Beer. My goodness, 121-105. Veronica beat Grandpa 120-76. Grandpa now has his computer back and it's faster than ever. So he'll be back online. Monte Ballage beat the Angry Itch 133-122. The Rednecks 174-145 winners over Blue and Gold. In our league pick'em, let's take a look at the standings. I went 3-3, 2-4 for Ryan, 3-3 for Dawn, 3-3 for Becca. None of the rest of y'all picked. Come on, guys. We need 7 players to get that league pick'em extras. Right now, I lead the pack with 478 winning percentage. Oh my goodness. No, I don't. I don't lead the pack. one Rebecca Kingery does at 692. So Rebecca is leading our league pick'em, but we need more players to make the picks every week. Let's take a look at the week that's coming up, week 5. So Alex, let's start with him since he is the 4-0, and let's also do a quick look at the lineup. So, the standings. Cardinal division, back that pass up. Blue and gold and smell is your top 3 in the 2, 5, and 6 positions overall in the league, so they would make the playoffs. MudDawgs, our defending 2-time champion, is outside looking in. Angry Itch and Gerard Invincibles round out the pack in the Cardinal division. In the Gold division, Alex is way out in front with a 4-0 record, followed by Blood, Sweat, and Beer with 3-1. Rednecks at 3-1. Those 3 would make the playoffs out of that division. Monte Ballich is on the bubble at number 7, and Big Blue at 2-2 is the number 8 team. Decepticons brings up the rear at 12, at number 12. All right, so let's start it off. Smell this in Big Blue. Get a matchup this week. Right now, it's heavily favored for Veronica. I've got Derek Martin and Alfred Morris on bye, as well as Antonio Brown. So there goes all my points. I got a lot to do. I'm going to start getting smart. I'm going to give the win to Veronica because I don't think I can cover up all those points. Gerard Invincibles. Why do it do that? Come on. Gerard Invincibles. Gerard Invincibles take on Decepticons. It's 115-64 in favor of Jed right now. I think Grandpa, like I said, he's got his computer back. I'm going to give Grandpa the win. Even though both have a lot of work to do. Grandpa's got Robert Griffin the third on bye. This is a silly interface. Top is giving me week 4. Bottom is giving me week 5 or something. Blood, Sweat, and Beer and MudDawgs, 134-122 in favor of Rick right now. Danny with Kaepernick against Houston and Johnson against Green Bay. Matt Stafford against Green Bay and Larry Fitzgerald against Carolina for Rick. I'm going to kick a man while he's down. And actually, I quoted earlier as Rick is 0-4. He's not. He's 1-3. My bad there, brother. But anyway, let's kick a man while he's down, and let's give the win to Danny. Back that pass up versus Decept. Why is it doing that? Come on. Back that pass up versus Monte Ballich, 143-142.53. So not much separating these two teams. Becca's got Manning against Dallas, a good matchup. Dez Bryant going against Denver, and Victor Cruz against Philadelphia. San Francisco is facing Arian Foster. For Ryan, Drew Brees against Chicago Bears. Maurice Jones-Drew against St. Louis. Giovanni Bernard against New England, and the rest of Ryan's no-name team. I am, again, going to go for the underdog. I'm going to pick Monte Ballich. Angry Itch versus the Rednecks. This is 128-89 in favor of Dawn right now. Adrian Peterson is on bye week, so a big hole there for Ty, and he's got Ryan Tannehill as quarterback. I'm not sure he even plays in this league. At any rate, Dawn is a heavy favorite in this league, but again, I'm going to go for underdog. It's underdog week here, I think, in Los Angeles, so I'm going to go with Tyson. And in our game of the week, Blue and Gold against Pubicville Crabs. This is our latest best effort in order to knock off the dreaded unbeaten streak by Alex Bolden, who now threatens to grow facial hair until he shoots a deer with his bow. This is not going to be pretty. Any rate, it's 120 to 119, 120.2 to 119.8 right now in favor of Pubicville. So this is a great matchup between siblings. Both of them have a little bit of cover on bye. So Kyle Rudolph's on bye for Jake. Pierre Garçon on bye for Alex. So Alex loses that because Garçon's a little bit better player. But Flacco against Miami, Torrey Smith against Miami, Anquan against Houston, and C.J. Spiller against Cleveland power Pubicville Crabs. Matty Ryan against the Jets. Brandon Marshall against New Orleans. Hakeem Nicks against Philadelphia. And Jamal Charles against Tennessee powers Jake. Because it's underdog week here in Los Angeles, I give the win to blue and gold. All right, that's it for the wrap-up. Sorry for the herky-jerkiness. There's some quirkiness here on the fantasy site, I think. Any rate, let's go over the byes one more time. NFL bye week, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and Washington. That's it, everybody. Game starts on Thursday. See you then. Bye-bye.